Hello there, FHS. This is Mr. Patton. So I'm looking at Chrome Music Lab again, and I want you to have a look at chords. Now, a chord is when you play 3 notes or more at the same time. And remember, it's always play a note, skip a note, play a note, skip a note, play a note. Now, you can't really make a song on this part of Chrome Music Lab. However, here, let's say I click C, which is to the left of the 2 black keys. See how it shows you which notes you need to play. So let's say I go to A, G. Again, let's see I try F. And now I'm going to do all 3 at once. Oh, you could probably make a song out of this. But see, 3 notes. Play a note, skip a note, play a note, skip a note, play a note. Now, these are major chords. Major chords sound a lot more bright, a lot more cheerful. And let me just quickly show you how a chord works. So it's obviously play a note, skip a note, play a note, skip a note, play a note. But let's say I go to B major. Suddenly we have these notes that are played. So let me just tell you how chords are created. So let's go to a C major chord. So we have C to the left of the 2 black keys, and then you'll have 1, including black and white notes, 1, 2, 3 notes before the next one. Then you have 1, 2 notes before you play your next note. And that is the same for any chord. So 3 notes in between the next note, 2 notes in between the next note you play. For any major chord, that's the same. So let's go to something like A flat major. So once again, 1, 2, 3 notes before you play the next note, and then 1, 2 before you play the next note. That's the same for every single major chord. 1, 2, 3, a gap of 3 notes, and 1, 2, a gap of 2 notes. Now let's switch to minor chords, and suddenly you can already hear that's a major. And that's a minor chord. You can already hear how different it sounds. Minor chords are a lot more mournful, sad. So, C minor chord, D minor chord, E minor chord, F minor chord, G minor chord. Now let's go to an A minor chord. Now, as you can see, it's still play a note, skip a note, play a note, skip a note, play a note, but slight difference this time. So, in between the first and second note you play, there is a 2-note gap. And in between the second and third note you play, there is a 3-note gap. So you are sort of switching around the gaps in between the notes that you play. And that goes from, a nice major sound to a nice minor sound. Now, that's once again the same for any minor chord. There's always going to be, between the first and second note played, a gap of 2 notes, and between the second and third note played, a gap of 3 notes. Let's go to E flat minor. That's one of my favourites, because it's all the black notes. That's a beautiful chord as well. So you get 2 notes in between the first and second note that you play, and 1, 2, 3 notes in between the second and third note that you play. Once again, the same for any minor chord. And of course, major chord, you just switch those gaps around, and there are now 3 notes in between the first and second note played, and 2 notes in between the second and third note played. So, those are chords. Have fun with them. See if you can find a favourite chord. As I said, my favourite personally is E flat minor. Very dark, very mysterious. Enjoy.